Stephen A. Smith, great guy, lovely commentator on sports. Once again, people are making the mistake of saying, well, Donald Trump, who never run for office, could run for president and win the first time. Not as easy as it looks. Mr. Smith says now maybe he will go to Washington. 106, please.
Are you really thinking about running for president? Is this something you think?
Listen, I've been. I have no choice because I've had elected officials, and I'm not going to give their names, elected officials coming up to me. I've had folks who are pundits come up to me. I've had folks that got a lot of money, billionaires and others, that have talked to me about exploratory committees and things of that nature. I'm not a politician. I've never had a desire to be a politician. I just signed a contract extension with ESPN. I am very, very
pretty
happy
good one, too.
With my day job. I'm very happy with my boss. This is a pretty damn good one. Just right. It's a pretty damn good contract. I couldn't be happier. But here's the reality. People have walked up to me, including my own pastor, for crying out loud, who has said to me, you don't know what God has planned for you. At least show the respect to the people who believe in you, who respect you, who believe that you can make a difference in this country, to leave the door open for any possibilities 2 to 3 years down the line.
Go ahead and put up the opening bell while we talk about Stephen Smith, if you would. Sean, how seriously do you take Stephen Smith? 0 being he'll never run, and 10 meaning Donald Trump 2016.
3.5.
Dan.
Yeah, probably about 3.5. I mean, look, he is authentic. He's supremely confident. But I think the thing that people miss about when they compare him to Trump is, you know, Trump had a paper trail of talking about tariffs, of talking about immigration. Trump was more advanced in his kind of like, if I do this, here's might be the foundation of how I would run. And when he came down, he had a real platform down the escalator. I would be curious to see. Stephen A. Smith is a great critic. He's a great soundbite, but he would have to put some meat on the bone about what is the theory of the case, what is the set of problems he's trying to solve. Not to say he couldn't do it, but boy, to walk away from $20 million a year that he just signed for with ESPN, that's he's walking away from generational wealth.
I can't believe you guys said 3.5. I'm not even sure it's 0.5.
Well, so here's the difference.
I mean, you never know.
So we've talked.
Just to be clear, he might run, but I said Trump 2016 meaning success.
Oh no. Oh,
point one.
Point 1.22. Look, here's the reality. As far as I'm concerned, one, the money, right? So he might run. I think more than anything, he might do the explorative, but ESPN will cut him off immediately as they have to, right? So when you tell people you have to give up the 20 million and you might not ever be able to come back, that is a pretty big disincentive. Number two, we've talked about.
By the way, who owns ESPN? Walt Disney.
Right. The reality of this is that I think the difference with Stephen A. Smith is I think he wants to kind of do this. It's the ego is just so amazing. And he will have, if he did even explore a serious run, he will have a huge pull, because the thing about Stephen A. Smith that's very different is Stephen A. Smith has actual authenticity. And the reality is this: Milli Vanilli has more authenticity than Kamala Harris and Gavin Newsom combined right now. And that's what the Democratic field is lacking. But the problem is he will never pull the trigger, because running for president isn't like running for student body treasurer at Thomas Jefferson Middle School. It actually takes putting a team together, raising money, understanding the ballot access issues. So it will never get off the ground, but I think he could have an effect on the field. And the problem is that what's going to happen is most of these people are going to look at his biggest quality, his actual authenticity, and try to fake it. And they will lose spectacularly.